Hello. Hold on. Hey, how y'all doing? Hold on, sound like I'm echoing a little bit. Be right back. Yeah, seem like I'm echoing a little bit. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put a thumb in the chat. Let me go grab my tea right quick. Cause I gotta this is not gonna be a long live. I'm just gonna talk about some information. I got a doctor appointment. So I'm just probably about an hour. If you can hear me, put a thumb in the chat. Welcome in, welcome in. I am your host, of course. Today is Wellness Wednesday. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and April is IBS Awareness Month, and it's also Autism Awareness Month. Hey, Louis. Hey, welcome in. Hey, Vince. How y'all doing? I'm going to get into my commentary in a minute. Today is IBS. Well, this month is IBS Awareness Month. I have these shirts available in my shop. I've been living with IBS for years. How's everybody doing this morning? I've been going this morning. I got up and did my little exercises. Y'all make sure y'all check out my shorts. I'll be putting my exercises in my short videos. I'm still doing the cardios. Yeah, I got a doctor appointment in a couple of hours, so I just want to do this little commentary right quick. But let me show y'all right here. I have these available in my shop. Anybody that's looking for, awareness merch, you can check out my store. It's connected to my channel, or you could go to the website. How y'all day been going? How your morning going? I feel okay, a little sore, but I got to go to my chiropractic today, and I got to get my injection today. So I'm getting prepared for that. I go every week or every 2 weeks, and I get infusion shots to help boost up my immune system. And then my doctor worked with my back, check my range and motions and help me with the pain level. Since I've been doing some of the cardios and different things like that, I have some good days and bad days. Monday, I was hurting a little bit, aching a little bit. You can hear me good? But that's just part of what I go through. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's family? Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're on my other channel, please be respectful over there. Just running and just trying to work with both channels at the same time. But yes, April is IBS Awareness Month and autism. I usually do some commentary on both of them. So I'm going to start off doing some with IBS, which I do every year. You can check my playlist, my channel. You can also get information off of some of those. But I have these shirts, bags, different things available in my shop concerning both of these. April have a lot of awareness, but these are the two that I will be talking about this month. Each month I try to put out information about different awareness that's going on in the world. I can speak on IBS because I was diagnosed with IBS years ago, and it's not a easy feeling to have that. A lot of people don't know what IBS is. If you've been following me, I have been sharing it for years about what it does to your body, how it make you feel. But on this live stream today, I will be sharing what is IBS. So you'll find out. If you don't know what IBS is, you will find out today what IBS is. In the next series, I will be sharing about what foods trigger IBS and some of the symptoms. So I'm going to be doing at least 2 or 3 series on each one of these awareness, whether I do a live stream or a video. But don't forget to check out my cardio videos, motivation videos. These videos are in my shorts. So I'm trying to get on camera. I don't know what's happening. Can y'all still hear me? I'm here. I don't know if I'm freezing. Can you see me good? Yes, please be kind in the chat. Lewis, you got 2 channels. You got 2 channels, Lewis? Do you have 2 channels? Hold on, now my daughter want to call. She probably wonder why I ain't left yet. My appointment ain't till 3 o'clock. My appointment is 3. Hold on. All right, y'all. Hey, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Can y'all hear me? But I just want to do like a brief summation of what I'll be doing this month. I'll be talking about IBS and autism awareness. This is gonna be a quick little live because I have to go somewhere. No, how you been doing, First Lady? Can y'all hear me? It seems like I'm freezing up. Am I freezing up? Can y'all hear me or see me? It seems like I'm freezing up or something. But like I said, these is my shirt in my shop, IBS awareness. I have the autism also. Good to see everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Like here, I will put my disclaimer out. My channel is not here to diagnose or suggest any type of treatment for anyone concerning what I'm talking about. This is commentary. This is awareness. I live with IBS, and I've been living with IBS for years. And it's not an easy thing to live with. You know, when I first found out I had it, I didn't know exactly what it was. You know, my stomach used to cramp all the time, and I was just having issues every time I eat certain foods. And once I had got diagnosed, they was telling me what was triggering it and things I need to stay away from. And which sometimes I do be hard-headed. And when I be hard-headed, I pay for it. So I'm going to do like a quick, hey, pre-retirement. I'm just going to do like a quick little brief about what I'll be talking about this month. And I'm going to do part 2. This is the first series right here because I got a doctor appointment coming up. And I should be on the morning about 30 minutes or to an hour. So this basically what I'll be talking about this month here, the awareness that I'll be sharing this month. I'll be talking about struggling with IBS, and I'll also be sharing about autism awareness. A lot of people don't know what IBS is, and some people do. Do y'all know what IBS is? Did y'all know what IBS stand for? How many people in the chat know what IBS stand for? Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? And do anybody in the chat deal with IBS? Do y'all know what IBS? Because I've been sharing this for never mind. What's going on? Never mind. I hate you too. I hate you now. Who? What's happening? Oh, never mind. Okay. Girl, I just said what? Somebody not messing with you. Girl, don't give me no heart attack. Because I know I got my other channel running too. Never mind. I hear you too. Okay. That was a time. I just said, what the world? Y'all let me know. Shout out to my members that are in the chat, Miss Key. And y'all let me know. Shout out to my members that are in the First chat, Lady. Miss Key. And if you've been following me, you know I've been talking about this for years about IBS. And do anybody in the chat, do y'all think y'all deal with IBS? I be bloated a lot. I cramp. And I know when I eat certain foods, it does it every time. Bloated a lot. I cramp. And I know when I eat certain foods, it does it every time. Bloated a lot. I cramp. Hold on, y'all. I gotta turn this other thing off. But you know, I didn't know what was really going on with me years ago. After I was eating fried food a lot. I would eat fried food just about every day. When I, you know, that was before I even know about what IBS was. I would go to work. I would stop by the little store. Me and the people that ride with me. I think I shared this a million times. And every day, I would go in there and grab me a chicken breast and a Coca-Cola. And even though I didn't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and I always say, gosh, I just ate this morning and I'm running right to the bathroom. Like I said, IBS is it's not as embarrassing thing, but it's kind of personal when it comes down to you deal with your bowels and you deal with your your stomach area and things like that. You don't care for whole milk. See, I can't drink whole milk either. Anything with whole milk, cheese, all that stuff like that, it really messes with me. But when I try to eat it or drink it, believe me, I pay for it. So do you think you be having some IBS symptoms, Miss Key? Do you ever think that you have that? So I'm going to get into this right quick. Because my daughter is waiting on me. She's going to call again in a minute. I told her I was coming where y'all at, but I wasn't coming this early. That's why y'all know I got to go to work. I ain't worked that much last week. I was out with y'all busy with the trip. So I'm going to get into this right here, but I'm going to do another part of it. You know, y'all know how I do. But they said right here, struggling with IBS. Here's what you need to know. IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome. It is a chronic gut condition that causes bloating, cramping, gas, constipation, or diarrhea. It can be unpredictable, but it's manageable. Like I say, it's kind of like, this something that you really don't want to go through, especially you could be enjoying a meal that you think that you can eat, and then boom, you find out you can't really eat it because it's not digesting the way you want it to digest. And like I said, I've been dealing with it for years. As soon as I eat something I don't have no business eating, I pay for it. I pay for it. Do you hear me? I pay for it. And it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. And I have to take medication. I have to take medication, especially when I feel like my stomach get to cramping real bad. And I stay bloated sometimes. That's why my kid be like, ooh, grandma. That's why they be saying, don't eat them eggs, mama, because you already know how your stomach is. You already know you can't, you can go do but be letting it out. So, but like I always tell them, it's better out than in. So, I'm drinking my lemon ginger tea too. But like I said, having IBS is not a fun thing. It's not something that you would want to go through. I tell you, it's very, it makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm just going to tell you. So it's manageable. Like I said, I've been dealing with it. I have some good days with it. And I have some days, I tell you, I know when my days get bad, I ate something I ain't got no business. And that's just the simple truth. The way to avoid having issues like that, just don't eat. I'm going to tell y'all when I come back certain foods that you should eat. Hey, White Crafty, how you doing? Good to see you. Look, over here on my channel, you'll get a little history. You're going to get some wellness. Makina used to be calling me a teacher or whatever, but, I'm just a blogger, and I share things that I experienced myself. And I got irritable bowel syndrome, and I've been dealing with it for years. And, since it's April have autism awareness and also IBS. And if you've been following me the past 3 or 4 years, I'm always bringing information and sharing awareness. I also do merch. I have my autism awareness shirts. I have my IBS awareness. I'm always sharing something to try to uplift someone along with myself. But this is going to be a short live because my daughter's, she waiting on me. I told her give me about 30 minutes. And I didn't know they wanted me to come this early. My appointment ain't until about 3 o'clock. My appointment ain't till 3 o'clock. But my granddaughter got to go be fitted for her prom dress. I just learned April is C-section. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. See, I mostly just been sticking with these two. I'm going to have to see about that. I know about C-section now because I done had some. I might share some information on that. But don't forget to check out Miss Key, One Crafted Sister, Frank G, and myself. We're doing motivation messages for the week. And shout out to my member, First Lady. She came through here. Good to see her. So if y'all familiar with IBS, is anybody in the chat is familiar with IBS, so that y'all know that this is a syndrome that happens to deal with your gut. Anybody in the chat familiar with any of these symptoms? You might have like gas but if you start having like painful cramps and you get constipated a lot, you have diarrhea. Like I said, this is something people don't like to talk about, but it has something to do with your bowel and your gut. So some of the common triggers include stress, hormonal changes, poor sleep, food sensitivities. That's where the low food milk diets come in. My son is also diagnosed with this. He found out he was diagnosed with this a couple of years ago. They were like, Mama, you just passing all this stuff on to us. And a lot of things what triggered his was stress. Stress trigger a lot of illnesses, y'all. People don't realize how stress will affect you mentally and physically. So right here they said food maps are verbal cards found in foods like garlic, onions, apples, and beans. Reducing them can ease symptoms significantly. Some of the stuff I like, I eat my apples and I love my onions. I love my garlic. But if I eat a whole lot of it, it will trigger. It'll trigger my IBS. And Lord, I put onions in everything. But I end up paying for it. So right here, they said focus on IBS-friendly foods like oats, banana, lean protein, cooked vegetables, and lactose-free milk. Yep, I'm supposed to be drinking lactose milk or almond milk. That's why y'all mostly see me with almond milk. Sometimes I drink coconut milk. Certain foods will trigger it. So when I do my next stream, I'll be sharing some foods to avoid and some that will help. I know I be hard-headed. Lord knows I be hard-headed. And when I be hard-headed, I pay for it. That's why y'all see me now trying to do right, because I'm supposed to eat more food with fiber. That's what I'm supposed to eat, more food with fiber. So you can, I'm supposed to have more food with fiber. That's what they told me, to eat more food with fiber, like carrots, green leafy vegetables, bananas, stuff like that. But I'm going to get into the list of foods when I come back, probably later on this evening when I come back after my doctor. But I just wanted to share some stuff. It all depends on how I feel, because when I get that injection, I be tired. So I might come out tomorrow and share some stuff. Yes, I have suffered with it, and I try to be careful with triggers. I love some fruit and vegetable milk, but they don't like me. I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff. Hello, y'all. Seems like I'm having some technical difficulties today. But it's a lot of stuff that you'll be surprised what trigger IBS. And I have learned over the years, it's a lot of stuff that I know I don't supposed to eat. But I be hard-headed. But when you get tired of being in pain and cramping, and see, I have to take medication for it. I have medication for it because I'm dealing with IBS, acid reflux, and y'all know what acid reflux is. All that has something to do with your digestion system. Every gut is different, so it's about finding what's worked for you. Track your triggers, eat slowly, and don't forget to breathe. Your gut and brain are more connected than you think. So I want to bring that little brief part to y'all till I come back and I do some more. I'm going to talk some more about it. I'm down here. Let me get back up in the front. But welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I don't know. Seem like I'm freezing up or what? I don't know. But like I said, these is my shirt. I made this shirt here maybe a couple years ago. It's IBS awareness. See, I'm an IBS warrior. I have these shirts available in my shop. Okay. What is that, Louis? Oh, your link had dropped. But I'm drinking on my ginger tea. Ginger and turmeric and honey, all that. I drank that to help with your digestive system. So I'm doing different things to help balance it. But when I know when I mess up, I mess up. So much as I love cheese and ice cream, all that stuff, it messes with me every time. It messes with me every time, y'all. It messes with me every time. But you know, we human. We gonna try stuff and then we gonna pay for it later on. But I don't like to get too many triggers. If I get too many triggers, I'll be having so many stomach pain. And so I have to take a pill every day to help, you know, with that. Because sometimes I will have that chest pain and I have that stomach pain. So like I said, my channel is not here to diagnose or suggest any type of treatment. This is awareness. And I just like to talk about different things that I have endured and things that I still struggle with. And I still struggle with IBS, which I have been diagnosed for years. So I'm just going to go over a few of the symptoms. IBS is a diagnosis of symptoms. Here's what most people don't realize are driving your IBS. When your gut bacteria are out of balance, symptoms will show. They're just like I was saying, if I eat certain food, this is driving your... Oh, thank you, Lou. Thank you, Lou. Yeah, I think it's some people over there, but I ain't got no moderators over there. Hey, Six Ball, you know I'm doing my old stuff I be doing, girl. You know this IBS Awareness Month, and it's also Autism Awareness Month. And you know I always advertise my t-shirts and different things like that. But I'm not gonna be on long. How you been doing? I got an appointment coming up, and I gotta go with my granddaughter. She gotta go get fitted for her prom dress, child. I told my granddaughter I'd be so glad with all that stuff you owe with. She gotta get fitted for a prom dress. The graduation is coming up. She taking pictures. Well, y'all seen some of her pictures. But that's my first grandbaby, and you know, I'm involved, so y'all know how that is. Thank you, Lewis. I gotta put Nightbox gotta put my other channel in there. I thought I had it dropping. I must have don't have it dropping on there. I thought it was dropping. But today I was just sharing some brief information about IBS. Like I said, if you've been following my Miss Key, your daughter graduating too, it's a lot of work, ain't it, girl? Trying to get them kids ready for their class. I know Miss Key's son graduated. We got a lot of graduates this year. Miss Key's son graduated. My granddaughter, Six Bowl's daughter. Congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations. Congratulations. But Six Bowl know I've been talking about this for years. IBS, thyroid issues, autism. This is what I do over here. This is what I share. I like to input from other people that go through things like this. You know, this is awareness, this is information, but it's not to diagnose or suggest that anyone do what I say. This is commentary. But if you find it helpful, don't forget to give me a like button. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. But I was just going to read over some of the symptoms and something. You know, sometimes you might be going through it and you might not even know it. But anytime that you're having any type of cramping and you feel bloated all the time, sometimes you think Pepto-Bismol can help, but sometimes it don't. We all go to Pepto-Bismol. We might do some type of laxative. You might do some kind of something for acid reflux. But when it get to the point where it's painful and it have you cramping, because I have been so cramped over. I used to be over like this, y'all. I used to be having to hold my stomach, have my hand over my stomach. I was cramping so bad. And so I had to get a colonoscopy done. I'm due for another colonoscopy. And that's when they told me that I need to eat more fiber. That's why y'all see me sharing different stuff with fiber. Because that's the way I'm supposed to eat. I got a whole list of stuff I'm supposed to eat, y'all. But I'm human and I be hard-headed. But when I be hard-headed, I pay for it. So when I said, Lord, I'm going to get tired of hurting I'm going to get tired of cramping. I'm going to get tired of being in pain. And when you get to the point where you get tired of doing those things, you're going to want to change. And I'm trying, y'all, but it ain't easy. Yeah, I was telling everybody on this channel to behave themselves. I know they be over there on that channel acting up. I gotta make some moderators over there. I gotta see can I be able to get it. When I try to go in on that channel, I'm coming up with this channel profile. So I gotta get it fixed where I can get some moderators over there. Cause when I be running both channels, they be over there. Let them stay over there. Let them trolls stay on that channel over there. As long as they giving me a thumbs up over there. I'm trying to get that channel built up. But let them trolls stay over there. Merlocks, yes, it's good. Merlocks is good. It's nasty, but it's good. But I have a medication from the doctor I have to take, and it helps me. It relaxes me. It I'll be able to rest. But as soon as I eat something I ain't got no business, woo, cha, I will pay for it. I'm telling you, certain food will really trigger me. Spicy food, fried food. Spicy fried food, some dairy products, they're really, it gets to me. But when I eat my salads, I have a little cheese. I don't try to load up with a whole lot of dairy stuff. I try to just stick with the fiber foods, but it be hard. And then like when you do your pizza, who don't want a pizza without cheese? But sometimes I have to just let it go, y'all. Sometimes I just say, look, I ain't gonna put no cheese on there. Now I can use the other kind of cheese. It don't bother me too much. Not the what is that cheese called? Y'all know what I'm talking about? You can sprinkle it on the pizza. What is that called? The cheese what you sprinkle on the pizza. There would I be? Lord, let me see can I go to my other phone. Because I don't know if I can make some moderators because when I go over there, my other profile picture, this channel profile picture show up. They stay on that channel over there. They better be giving me a thumbs up. And stay over there. Yeah, Parmesan. That's it. Help me out, girl. Yeah, I can put Parmesan on stuff, but I love cheese, but it don't love me. I'm just gonna tell you. It don't love me, y'all. Cheese do not love me. But I love cheese. I'm supposed to be drinking lactose milk. Now, I do good with the milk. I do my almond milk. I do my oat milk. Things like that. When I eat my cereal, that's what I'm eating with. But I have gotten it under control better than what I have had years ago because I had to end up taking medication for it. But this is some of the things I'll be sharing this month, whether I'm talking about IBS or autism awareness. I know a lot of y'all know what autism is. You know, there's a lot of my family members does have autism, and it's challenging, but we try to keep ourselves educated and learn more and more every day about ways to prepare ourselves when people are having autism. So let me try to go to this channel over here and see what these folks over there doing. They stay over there. Don't come over here. I can't deal with them trolls. So how's everybody feeling today? I got to go and get my injections today. Like I said, I go every 2 weeks. And let me see. Today, like I said, I go every 2 weeks. Lewis, I see you over there. I'm trying to see, can I make you a moderator? See, I got to figure out how can I... Lewis, I see you over there. I'm trying to see, can I make you a moderator? I gotta figure out how I can go through my other channel. I got those. I gotta figure out how to put the moderators over there. See, when I go over there, I be up under this channel. I gotta figure out how to put the moderators over there. So when I go over there, I be up under this channel. I gotta figure out how to put the moderators over there. So when I go over there, I be. See, I got the other phone running now. Once I can figure it out. Some on StreamYard, and I can stream more than one platform, right? So I've been streaming through my shop channel, but those trolls be so busy over there. I see a lot of people be streaming through TikTok too. I ain't never tried that, but if you have StreamYard, my son will help pay for that package. I can get different channels and have different types of things from StreamYard. They done got so high, I was finna put them down, but I said, whoa. Then you know it. They also have the free version on StreamYard. But yes, this basically what I'll be talking about. I'm gonna probably do a short or whatever, and then I'm gonna share some stuff, some more information. But if anybody dealing with IBS, don't feel like you're alone out there, because this is a common, and then mostly, I hate to say it, a lot of this from the statistic, it mostly be in women. IBS is women mostly have the problem. Men have it too, but from the statistic, it started with the women. You know, they say it really start like I said, it make you feel like if you're a woman. I know you're not a woman, Lewis, but if you have a menstrual cramp, that's how I feel when you have an IBS cramp. That's just how painful it can get. Because I'm like, I know I was at the age where I wouldn't get no menstrual cramps. And I was like, but during that time, I was still, Lewis, I'm sorry, this is a wellness channel, and I talk about everything over here. During the time, I was still having menstrual cramp, but it's like I was cramping a little bit more. And I kept saying, no, something ain't right about this. And so that's when I started going to a gastroenterologist. And that's when they tested me and told me about the IBS. Because it only happens when I eat certain foods. Oh, everything is not working right today. Lord, I'm just having all kind of issues. I think I'm having some technical, like the internet is acting up or something. I think the internet is acting up. The wind been blowing out there. I don't know if that got something to do with it, but it keep blanking me out. Because I had constipation problem because of my spinal. Oh, for real? Ooh, I tell you, I don't like to be constipated. Ooh, when you be constipated, you have to get something to cut it loose. Now, those laxatives be good. Marilox, You could take some fiber stuff for fiber, something to help loosen it up. But I'm finna get ready to wrap this on up when I read this right quick. There's an irritable bowel syndrome affects roughly 5 to 11% of global population, with 25 to 45 million people affected in the U.S. alone. It is most common in individuals under 50, with women being about twice as likely to suffer from it as men. IBS is a chronic, frequently recurring condition with symptoms often starting before the age of 40. Like I said, I've been dealing with it for years. And it started when I was in my 40s, matter of fact. Frequently occurring condition with symptoms often start before age 40. Through it, it can impact all ages. Key IBS status, demographics, global value, 11% up to 1 billion people. That's a lot of people. Gender, 2 and 3 IBS sufferers are female, with higher prevalence reported in females compared to males. So it's higher in men, in women. Male, yeah, I done had some of that. That nasty too. Ugh. That nasty too, but it helps though. It does help. IBS symptoms is characterized by abdominal pain, cramping, and changes in bowel habit. I told you, now I'm so glad I got it, under control a little bit due to the medicine and changing up on some of the eating habits. But anytime I think I want to try something, it's going to affect me. So I try to stay away from fried foods, but I be having that taste for it. Because a lot of that grease and stuff, and I know, like I said, I would eat a piece of fried chicken or I eat some bacon. That's why I try to stick with turkey bacon. But, sometimes I have to get what I can get, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of time, if I eat a lot of that greasy stuff, it clogs me up. So those are some of the things I be trying to stay away from, but it be challenging. But if I eat enough of it, it gonna remind me, look, you're not supposed to be having that. And don't let me be around my grandkid. Like we went on that trip, I said, look, y'all ain't gotta tell me what I'm supposed to be eating. I already know what I don't supposed to be eating, but I'm on vacation. But I still did pretty good though. Cause I know my body, I know what it do to hurt me. So that's why y'all see me sharing different stuff like fiber food and avoiding inflammation. But I'm human, y'all. Sometimes I be want to have a cheese toast. If I do eat a little bit of, if I eat a whole lot of it, yes, goodness, it gonna mess with me. So this basically what awareness is, just sharing information. And I like to communicate with the chat to see is anybody else dealing with these type of situations. How do it make you feel? How are you living with it? Like I said, I was diagnosed for years and it haven't been an easy situation to be in. I can remember when I first found out, I'm like, I just kept going to the bathroom and I'm like, what's going on with me? It's just like every time I would eat, I had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, something ain't right. So when I went to my primary doctor, they kept telling me, they said, you've been eating that grease. And they was telling me about the greasy food, the dairy food, try to eat more fiber. Also, people with spinal Philadelphia, they have to catheterize, meaning use a thin tube in their urethra is empty, their bladders, because they have a giant bladder. Okay. So that's something that you have to deal with every day, Lewis. That's something you deal with every day. I don't know too much about that. I'm going to have to read about that. So that's something you deal with daily. How do it make you feel? I'm going to have to read up on it and see what it's about. I'm not familiar with that. I have heard of it, but I haven't did any type of commentary on it. There's a constipation, diarrhea, You know, it comes from what you eat. It comes from what you eat. And they said the number one risk factor IBS is stress. Stress will trigger, because I know, and I can tell sometimes if I been got stressed, my stomach start to cramp. My stomach cramp when I stress. That's why I try to stay calm. And you know, it helped triggers. Stress helped trigger IBS. Now that's what they told my son, that stress was one of the reasons what caused his IBS, because my son had went through a lot, had went through depression and dealing with stress due to some things going on in his personal life. But he's doing good. He sell his wellness products and things like that. He got vitamins and different things. I gotta start by sharing his stuff. So they said stress is a major factor that can trigger or worsen symptoms. Post-infection IBS symptoms can develop after severe gastro infection. Family history. A family member with similar symptoms is common. So that was my son talking about, Mama, you done passed all that on to me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Medication, non-prescription laxative. You can take laxative, fiber supplements, stool softeners are commonly used for IBS. IBS is often a long-lasting condition, though it can become less common as people age. Like I said, I got it under control some, but when I go without do stuff I should eat, yes, it triggered it. But I will be doing another part of this. I'm having to cut this short because I got somewhere to go. But I do want to thank everybody for coming through, and I'll be coming back doing another part on it. I'll be bringing the treatments, that kind of treatments you will be able to take with IBS, the medication, and different things like that. Thank you, Lewis, for hanging here with me. Thank you, Miss Key, One Crafty, Six Bowls. Thank y'all for joining me. What you say? 4 to 5 times a day. Hold on, let me read what you said right here. Hold on, what did you say right here? Let me see what you said. I gotta go to my other phone, because I got my daughter now waiting on me. They know when I get it talking, I can't get out. Because they know they usually see me going live later, but since I got an appointment, I want to come on. You know, I try to do my thing. I got like a schedule, like I try to do my stuff in. And there's this thing, people, okay, I read that part there. Yeah, I read that part. But you're supposed to have a normal bowel at least every day, up every 2 days. If you don't, something ain't right. But anyway, we'll continue this conversation when I come back. It all depends on how I feel when I come out from the doctor. I probably finish it. Normally, when I go get my injection, I feel restless. But if I don't finish today, I'll finish tomorrow. And I'll be talking about autism awareness also. Thank y'all for joining in. And until next time, y'all continue to stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye-bye. And thanks for joining.